Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this one. Beyond All Reason, a new RTS that's gracing the gaming sphere at the minute. Take a look and see what it's got to offer today as I'm going to roll the dice and risk playing it in 4K versus the AI in a skirmish. And so without any further ado, that's kind of a wonky intro, but you know, I was focusing on trying to do two things at once, and as many of us know, especially as fellas, it's kind of difficult, innit? All right, let's come on over. Do away with the intro, uplifting as it is, and bring in the much more serious sounds that come with the game. Alright, so this is Bar, or Beyond All Reason. It's a real-time strategy game. I've gone and downloaded it, installed it. It's supposed to be the spiritual successor to Total Annihilation, which was a game that I remember playing as a kid. I remember one of my friends at school had it, and I was like, oh, what's that? You know, and this is still when games came in a box. Those of you, young'uns today, games actually used to come in this big box. And inside a big box, well, to begin with was discs, and then later on was a CD-ROM, and then eventually DVDs, and then, well, you know the rest. Broadband took over. Anyway, I get this Total Annihilation game, and I was like, well, I asked him first of all, what is it? Because, you know, there were games that I wasn't into, and some I was. And he says, well, you build base, and you build an army, and you put up like a radar dish, and the enemy's doing the same. And I thought, I want it. Like, I'd heard enough. Give me that. Yes, I want it. And he lent me it, and it was before there was any sort of real CD keys or anything. Because, I mean, bearing in mind, most people back then didn't even have the internet. In fact, I think there was one kid at school that had it. That's how far back I'm going. So, it was a long time. And so there was no way for whoever to check that either that you had a CD key, or that it was a legit, and even if you'd let 10 people copy the game, even if it did check for a CD key, they had no way of knowing it wasn't already used, because again, there was no internet. Anyway, that aside, let's go on and take a look at the game itself. So Beyond All Reason, I'm going to do a single player. I'm trying to stream this live in 4K on a game that I don't know, so what could possibly go wrong? I had a quick peek at it, and it would seem, let's have a look, change map, now look at this. If this ain't Seton's clutch from Forged Lines, I don't know what it is. Alright, there's a slight disconnect in the middle, but look at this. It's even got the side islands in the right place. It's got the cliff in the right place. It's got the lake in the back at the right place, and even this miniature lake in the right place as well. I don't believe it. With the rock and that is a complete rip of Seton's clutch, if ever I've seen one. But what I'm looking for is something that's not going to be... look at this. We've got the size as well. Just trying something so we can all see what we're dealing with versus the eye. I'll tell you what, this one, let's go for this one. It's going to download it automatically. I like that. I've got my game name here, and what I'm going to do is, because it's a skirmish, I'm going to kick the AI that's on my team, and it's just going to be me. And I'm going to kick the AI on the other team apart from one, and it's going to be me and thee. And with that, let's go ahead and kick the tires and light the fires. Get it underway. Start the game. And so far, as soon as I pressed that, it went, okay, there we go. Getting the latest updates. All right, so one thing I should perhaps mention is that this game's been, well, to say it's the latest is accurate because they're working on it all the time. It's early access still. So pretty much every time I load it, there is a new update. Now, I say every time like I play it all the time. I absolutely do not. I've played it 2 times. Both times the AI kicked my ass, but I think I finally got the hang of it. So victory condition, kill all enemy commanders. In other words, it's, what we would call the assassination, right? So it doesn't care for, oh, wait until you've killed everything. No, it's the commander. That's the only thing that matters. All right, so we've got these handy UI prompts as well. Choose a starting location. For me, anywhere in the green band, bad guy enemy in the red band. So it would make sense to start near these mass points and also be in the middle so I can, as efficiently as possible, spread out. And so with that said, let's drop myself down there and I'm going to click ready. And with that, game countdown begins. And so it's the typical resources here. You've got your mass and your energy, just like Total Annihilation, just like Supreme Commander and then Forged Alliance. And so let's put down a mass first. And yeah, some of these icons are completely reminiscent of Total Annihilation. Like this solar panel, the way it's like a pyramid and unfolds, it's Total Annihilation. You can hold down shift and queue up your orders in the way that we're used to. I'm a little, again, I've only played it a couple of times, had my ass kicked both times. I'm not sure exactly where you can sort of start building stuff. Factories, when you're going to stall, and so I'm just going to play it safe and build perhaps a little more energy or mass than I need to, at least until I get the basics underway. Can we get this? Okay, we can. We can build a scout, a bot, and then we'll get a couple of engineers out, and then a scout, a bot, another engineer, and then some order like that. See, I'm running out of mass and energy here. So my scout is, you know, I don't want the AI sending anything through that's going to start causing me a problem. And if it does, I want to be the first to know about it. And so the theory, and look at this, I've run out on energy already. So let's put a wind turbine down as well, in fact. Okay, click and drag to more than one. Nice and easy then. Just like the new games. And so, yeah, gotta say, it's... the scroll wheel is very poppy, but in terms of moving around, that's nice and smooth, despite being on 4K and streaming. That's just the way it is. And now we've got energy. That's good. And here's our next engineer. I noticed this area mechs on the Z, so what you can do is click and drag. Right, let me try that again. Click and drag like this, and it'll build all the mass points in the area, which is, I think, pretty cool, is that. All right, we'll use our commander. We best put... I'll tell you what. Let's go for a vehicle plant, one of those. Now look at this, wasting energy. No, engineer, you still go doing what you're doing. I just wanted the commander. Okay, there we go. Misclick then. There we go. Oh, bad guy. And thank goodness I was got... Now look at this, the artillery raining in. I like the way that you can micro. I really like this, which is key when some of these bigger rounds are coming in. So AI is already sending his crap my way. To build some mass points down there. A bot lab and a vehicle plant. Who knows the exact way to do it? Yeah, so he looks like he's stronger than me, but I tell you what, I can out micro him, I'm sure, by feigning, and there we go. We get him. Brilliant. And we've got another little scout here. Let's make sure AI sends nothing that way. Idle commander, let's reclaim this rock, seeing as we're low on that side of things. Oh, and the commander can build a radar as well, that's nice. I haven't found a way to upgrade the radar, the commander. I'm not sure if that's just not possible, or if I'm just not looking in the right place. Random music coming on, I like that. And let's repeat those orders there. And I'm going to use the... Oh, we're kind of low on energy here. So I'm thinking... He does have a D gun. There we go. That's what we're talking about. That's like the overcharge, but I've not got an awful lot of power, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to... We've got an advanced solar collector. So it is a bit like Total Forge Lines in that your commander can't build everything.
It is much more efficient to assist the existing factory than to make multiple factories of the same kind. Low power.
Yeah, low power, that's the problem. Yeah, look at this, I'm well short now. And it is a bit like Supreme Commander and that, in that early on your commander is like the most powerful fighting unit. And I really got a problem on the old energy front at this time. So I'm doing the cardinal sin and stalling. So I'm wondering, does the D-gun require... I'm guessing it maybe doesn't require energy, or if it does, I haven't been paying attention properly. But either way, I think I've just about gotten away with some of it. I guess I could reclaim some trees. I'm not sure if that's automatic if you send engineers.
Low power.
Let's advance these. See if he gets anything from that. Well, it did seem to, yeah, and now we're taking fire, so let's run away. Janus, we've got our rocket launcher of our own. Let's see if we can fire at whatever this is here. There we go.
Low power.
Yes, the power situation. I'm thinking this radar might cost more to run than I bargained for. Let's send this unit down here. Hopefully we can pick something off. I wonder if these are like hydrocarbon things. Buy that thing's taking a long time. I also noticed on this a big difference is it's so much quicker to destroy enemy buildings versus like Supreme Commander. It's almost like enemy buildings have almost no health and just a few rounds on and blows them up. Which I guess if it's like an energy structure, it kind of makes sense, right? I don't want to risk sending that in, so there we've got another power. Now we're wasting... Alright, we're finally on top of the situation, it would seem. What we got here? Idle Bot Lab. Stealthy repair. Let's go... Let's go like that and repeat. And then we'll send them... Oh no, they're there. Okay, they can go there. And then patrol. Yeah, I got to say the micro in on this game is it's like every move that you order is like a shift G, but if you have multiple units, you can just spread them out by, instead of just right clicking, you right click drag, and I really like that to be able to space the front. That is a fantastic implementation. I love it. All right, construction. And then a decent pick and mix. We'll repeat that and all. And then what else we got? Idle stuff here. Repeat again. And that's just about... Now, you can take up to level 2, but you have to build a level 1 kind of thing. I'll tell you what, let's... hovercraft. I never built one of those last time I played. We'll see if we can... So you've got a few different types. You've got your aircraft, your navy. It's not a navy map. It's like we're starting to lose numbers up there. Let's another vehicle plan, and then we'll set these on patrol, these engineers, and they'll basically help or do whatever they need, whatever they see that needs doing. And I guess to build up there, we need an aircraft, which I don't have. I don't like that you can't seem to...
You can now build hovercraft.
You can't seem to...
Good at
Shut
ambushing from unexpected angles.
All right.
However, their medium armor will not endure in heavy combat.
I'm trying to talk, woman. I don't like that you... the existing orders, you can't sort of seem to change. So you can cancel them, but you can't amend them. At least not by like holding shift and dragging, which is sort of the usual way to do that sort of thing. So not entirely sure what's going on there. But I'll tell you what, just in case enemy sends some air in. Let's put some like, oh, they're coming a little uncomfortably close there. So enemy is getting strong already, and I know that there'll be some people that are maybe pros at this that have played it, that are rolling their eyes at what I'm doing, but... Yeah, a lot of it seems to be about dodging these projectiles that take a little while. I say a lot of it. Depends on which type of... Oh, that was close. Tell you what, let's see if we can... There we go. Do the same with this one. There we go. Yeah, some of that direct fire. And that is actually, that because of the splash on it, it's almost going to penalize you the larger your forces get, which is sort of an interesting self-balancing mechanism if you think about it. If the more forces you have, the more likely you are to get hit. Yeah, so these orders here, like I can't seem to amend them by holding shift, drag, or otherwise. And look at this, I've gotten a couple of bots deep inside the enemy base. And it gives you an idea how quick the weakest units are. That, you know, these are like the peewees that used to be, that are now called pawns. They used to be called peewees in Total Annihilation. And you can just see how quick just a couple of them are able. And there's the enemy AI, the commander, who's firing at me. And I'm trying my best to get away with my medium infantry bot. All right. Well, let's send some more units this way and push through the middle. Anything here is like something that is buildable, that is idle, which is really helpful to have it all in the same place, units as well as factories. Big fan of that. Let's send them to move on out. Idle construction. Put him on a patrol. Did he not? Oh, he did. Okay, so yeah, look at that. They are automatically reclaiming stuff just like... Okay, brilliant, brilliant. And you can't, as best I found as well, you can't seem to upgrade mass extractors. To get a level 2, you need to get a level 2 engineer. And then basically build a top of it or rebuild altogether. Let's see if I can run into the back again. That seemed to be pretty successful last time. Looks like I'm missing a scout here. I like the way that the music comes and goes. It's not all the time. It'll randomly fade a track in and then off. You watch me get a strike for it. Apologize. They better not strike me for this. Jeez, man, I'm promoting their own game. But you never know. Such is the ways things are, and a lot of it's automated anyway, but... Oh, things are not looking good for Mr. Baddie AI now. Despite me getting a little sweaty in the initial stages when he was starting to give me... Oh, that Commander D-gun, it must have just took out about 3 of my units there. He hasn't expanded very much, has he? Oh, he's trying to. Well, I'm going to have to shut that down right away. Oh, and there he is, Commander chasing my units over here. And so I like this. I'll tell you what, the AI on this is not as dumb as I've played against, you know, like I say, it kicked my ass on the first 2 games, but I think I'm going to get it this time. It would, if it ever had an engagement where it was clear it couldn't win, it would pull back. And AI never used to do that on these kind of games. It just used to send units in whether win, lose or not. Now I know with a lot of community work, you know, the Supreme Commander Forged Lines Forever lot that I do my casts on the FAFcast channel now, they were able to basically improve that. Now look at this, I've managed to pull Commander out of position and now his base is gone, and I think I'll be able to finish him off at this stage. Just make sure I select all of these and bring them all in. So again, just clicking and dragging like this and how it spaces them out. I love that. That is just, whoever thought of that and implemented that is a stroke of genius. I love being able to place like units along a front, like just wow. And I know it seems like such an obvious thing, but it's only obvious once you've seen it and you thought that's a good idea. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of the game. And so if you find that interesting, first of all, leave the video a like, leave us a comment, and second of all, go and get it. Beyond All Reason. Type that in and I'll let you into another little secret. It's completely free. That's a little reward for you if you manage to stick around to the end to finish it. You deserved it. And until next time, from me, take care. I am thinking at some point, am I going to roll the dice and go multiplayer? Let's have a look what's happening right now. Wait and see, there's a bunch of games in the lobby stage right now waiting to fill up and get cracking. And what's that? 6 apiece. 4 deep -1. So if my math serves, that's 23 games right now. Not active. These are just games that are waiting to get going that will become active. There's probably a bunch more active. Do they have like a chat thing? Well, they do, and there it gives you an idea on the playlist. Quite a few, and you see a lot of these have an icon next to their name indicating that they're currently in a battle. So to say it's as popular as Forged Lines Forever, probably not, but again, this is early access. But all of these players are actually on. That none of this AFK for weeks stuff that you see on the Forged Lines Forever not the chat. Not that's a criticism. Just pointing it out that the vast majority of players on there just seem to leave the thing running and they're AFK. But here it would seem, just based on the sheer number of icons, all of these lot are active, as in right now. They're not going AFK. I imagine if you did go AFK. Just based on how many of these icons showing that these guys are in battle, the thing would kick you, at least after a certain amount of time. All right, until next time, wherever in the world you may be, been great to have you with me here today. And until next time, ta-ra!